Howdy YouTube, it's Smash. It's Sunday the 28th of April 2013, which marks my 11 months on T. So this month I've got a bit to talk about, primarily hormone related. I have been having my shots on a weekly basis with my GP, and we decided to take some blood last week, and I got this message on my phone. I'll just play it.
Ashley, Patricia Walton. I just ring to let you know I got the letter from Dr. Hayes, but she didn't really mention blood tests. So now my dilemma is he said, your LH is suppressed, which it is, and your testosterone in the upper range, but yours is very high. I'm going to call him and ask him to call me back. So I'm just letting you know, I don't think you should have, I think we should not give you the injection so frequently. But I'll call you after I've talked to him, which might be Friday. Okay. I'm going to ring and leave a message, but I don't know if he'll call me back. Okay, bye.
So the results of my blood test were that my testosterone level was 54. So the normal range for a guy is 20 to 30, and mine's almost double, apparently. So I went to my endocrinologist and showed him the results, and he wasn't fazed at all. He just said, primo testin is very spiky by nature. And he also checked my platelet level, my liver function, and my cholesterol, and everything was smack bang in the middle of a healthy range. So he said if those things haven't kind of gone sky high, that it's okay. And he said you could take 10 different blood tests and get very different results with your primo levels. And he also said that testosterone's not, it's safe, and as long as you're not injecting 5 or 6 times the amount that I do, which bodybuilders do apparently, then you're okay. So yeah, everything's okay. So I'm still gonna be getting my weekly shots. I've had a couple of issues with the shots recently. I ended up getting a hematoma last time, and I felt like I had a golf ball in my butt for a week afterwards. It was quite painful. But, sometimes it's hard to avoid hitting a blood vessel when you're injecting and taking a stab in the dark, so to speak. My endocrinologist's recommendation was to lay on your stomach while you're having your shot, and just to inject in the upper outer quadrant of your butt. I was having my shots laying on my side, and he said when you lay on your side, your muscles aren't relaxed, so the best thing is to just lay on your stomach, and then your muscles are totally relaxed. Anyway, he was kind of doing the sell on the pellets, the implants again, when I saw him, and I said I was kind of happy with what I was doing at the moment, and that I was a bit concerned that if I went onto them, that I might be reliving the horror I had with Reandron and feeling like crap. And he said, well, if you are feeling like crap, we can supplement the implants with your normal testosterone as well every 2 or 3 weeks. So that was comforting to hear. But I'm just going to keep going on my merry way. I've got to see him in 6 months, so I might get an implant then, I reckon. The other thing he suggested was that I go give blood. And he said that when your hemoglobin levels are nice and healthy and nourished, as they are when we take tea, that's really helpful for people who need bone marrow transplants. So if you are a blood donator, go and give some blood, because they certainly need it. So I'm going to go give some blood. I usually do it, but I haven't done it for a while. But yeah, that's given me a bit of a kick to go do it. So, changes this month, nothing remarkable. I'm noticing my facial hair is getting thicker and thicker and growing quicker. This is 3 weeks growth, and I have trimmed it a couple of times already, so it's getting pretty epic. I'm getting hairy chest, even more so. Don't know, even getting hair on my hands, which I'm not sure I'm too happy about, but that's okay. In other news, this envelope arrived in the post, and my new birth certificate has arrived, which clearly states up the top that I am now male. So that's great. It's really interesting just getting this piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper, but it's kind of validating getting something like that in the mail. And incidentally, they sent me back my old birth certificate as well and said, if you do need to prove that you're a female once, you've got proof. I'm not really sure why I would need to have that proof, but anyway, I've got it. Otherwise, I have been in my work hell for the last 3 months, working lots of weekends. I have an annual deadline every year of the 30th of April. And so yeah, it gets a bit crazy prior to April 30. But I can see the light shining very brightly through the end of the tunnel, and we're going to be on time this year. So I'm just looking forward to getting all that done. And then I have kind of 3 or 4 months where I really don't have a lot of work to do. So I can get back to focusing on my photography. Which brings me to my next point. Next Friday, I am going to be taking photos of a surgery and documenting that process. So there'll be photos leading up to the surgery, the day before, and then on the day leading up to the surgery, in the surgery, and post-surgery. So that's been a bit of a admin exercise, getting permission to do that. I've got permission from the patient, obviously. I've got permission from the surgeon because he's the surgeon who did my surgery. So now I'm just getting permission from the hospital, and because of the world we live in, you have to sign forms and do all this stuff. But I am not allowed to take photos of the staff, except for the doctor and the anaesthetist, and I'm not allowed to take any photos that identify the hospital. But that's okay. I'm really happy to have this opportunity. We have a portfolio due in at the end of this year for our major work, and so of course I'm going to do mine on transitioning. So yeah, the journey of transition and everything that it entails, all in 12 photos. So I think that's about all I've got to talk about this month. I hope everyone's doing well and playing nice and being kind to yourself and gentle. And I guess I'll check in next month for my anniversary. Alright, YouTube, be well. Bye.